Hey everyone, it's your boy Fo coming at you with a Street Fighter Champion Edition tutorial for a guy, and this is for the iOS version. Now before I start the video, I just want to thank Capcom for updating the game mid last year. The updates have been phenomenal. They added 9 new characters which reignited interest in the mobile community that was there for Vault and for newcomers alike. And on a different note, there was a tournament held early this year. It was hosted by Wednesday Night Fights in California. And shout out to Lexi for winning that, and Adam Breaker was in second place. I think first place got $1,000 or at least 500. And this is just exciting moving forward to see how this game develops competitively. If it does, there was only one tournament, but hopefully there is more to come. But with that said, I just hope more people pick up the game and bring the competition to a higher level, especially for the players that have been around for years. So enough with the prelude, let's get into it. So on the left side of this screen, you're going to see my inputs. You're going to see everything I press and do in case you get stuck on doing like a combo or a certain special attack. You can always reference the left side of the screen to see what I exactly did. First, let's cover the wall jump. This is unique to only 3 characters in the game, Guy, Vega, and Chun-Li. Guy and Vega have the fastest wall jump, and this is good to counter Shotos that like to spam fireballs or to close in on your opponent from the other side of the screen. And to do this, you just jump backwards towards the wall and then hit up right. And this will launch you to the other side of the screen where your opponent is. And sometimes if you time it right, you'll be able to successfully sneak into your opponent's guard. Now I'm going to break down the punch button. Let's begin with the crouching light punch, which is either down down P or down left P, assuming we're on the one player side. If you stand and hit P with no input on the pad, you'll get standing light punch. If you do a forward P, that's a standing medium punch. If you do back P, that is the neck breaker, or a 2-hit attack that breaks a crouching guard. If we do down forward P, that is crouching hard punch. It's a good anti-air and a good combo starter. Then there's the elbow drop, which is when you jump and press down P mid-air. This move is really good for spacing as it allows you to control how far or close you want to land relative to your opponent. This is good for baiting your opponent into expecting a jump in. They'll press ultra for example, which then leaves them open for a punish of your own. It's a really important tool for Guy. And last but not least is your jumping medium punch. Now this remains the same whether you do a jumping neutral, forward, or a back jump. And there's not much else to add to this, so let's move on to our kick button. Let's begin with the standing hard kick. This is done with no input on the pad, just tap K. Standing hard kick is a good combo starter and it's also able to cancel into itself. For a crouching light kick, you have to hold down left and K. If you hold down down, you'll get something else, so keep that in mind. Down down K is a 2-hit sweep at close range. At a medium range, it's 1 hit and barely does any damage. Down right kick is Guy's hard knockdown at a close range. From a medium range, it won't cause a knockdown and can catch opponents who forget to block low. Now onto the backflip kick. Press right and K to perform the ninja sickle, also known as the backflip kick. It launches your enemy up in the air and is especially good in the corner for juggling various combos, supers, or ultras. And last, the jumping medium kick. There's nothing really special about this, it's just your standard jumping medium kick that you're able to cross up with. It won't change regardless if you do a neutral jump, back jump, or a forward jump. I want to cover focus attacks briefly. If you tap F and land the hit on an opponent, whether they're blocking or not, that's a level 1 focus. If you hold F until Guy flashes white, that's a level 2. And if you hold F until the attack comes out on its own, it's a level 3. And if this level 3 lands on a blocking enemy, it will break their guard and will cause them to crumble. If you miss your focus attack, however, it may leave you open as it takes a while to recover and you can be punished within the recovery frames. You can also use F to dash instead of double tapping the joypad. Arguably the most important mechanic of F is the FADC, short for Focus Attack Dash Cancel. This mechanic allows you to extend combos by connecting moves you wouldn't be able to normally do, like a Shoryuken into Ultra. You would need to add an FADC after the Shoryuken. To do this, you have to tap F right after you land any move that is cancelable. It takes a bit of time to figure out all the possibilities as it varies with each character. Note that a FADC takes 2 meter bars, so you want to use it wisely in a match for extra damage or to save yourself from a punish. Target combos are combos that can be performed that don't need any timing, meaning that you can mash the respective buttons in order and the target combo will come out. We're going to cover 4 of Guy's target combos. It's really only 3, but the other one is used when the opponent is blocking. Let's go over that one first. It's the punch 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 and complete target combo. The reason you wouldn't finish it by adding K at the end is so you don't leave yourself open to an attack if your opponent is blocking it. The second target combo is forward punch plus punch. This one is pretty straightforward. After the second punch you get combo into most special attacks. Now onto our third target combo. Punch 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 kick is a launcher, and if you're not in the corner, the only thing you can follow up with is X Horizontal. If you are in the corner, you can follow up with an X Horizontal, Tatsu, Super, and or Ultra. Guy's third target combo is punch 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 down kick. This does a 4-hit attack and launches the opponent to Guy's backside, meaning if I do it on the 1-player side, Guy will throw the opponent on the 1-player side and he will end up on the 2-player side. If not thrown into the corner, the only thing you can follow up with is X Horizontal or standing medium punch for a reset. If thrown into the corner, you can follow up with almost any normal, special, or X special attack, Super, but Ultra will not connect. Now for my favorite part, special moves. Let's start off with Horizontal, or I like referring to it as shoulder. To perform a Horizontal, you need to do a back quarter circle motion plus P. This move is good as a combo ender, or it can be used to go through fireballs and ultra / super fireballs if timed right. It also has armor break properties, meaning it will always beat a focus absorb by shattering through it. The X version is done with the same motion, the only difference is you tap SP instead of P. This version comes out quicker and can also go through fireballs, and is good to catch a counter hit or stuff an opponent's normal if you throw it out unexpectedly. Our next move is Bushin Izuna Otoshi, or simply the roll. To perform this move, you do a forward quarter circle motion, then tap P. It's a move that launches Guy into a rolling ball and does a command grab once you tap P or SP near the opponent. This is a damaging command grab and you can catch an opponent in the air while they're standing and even while they're crouching. Actually, you can't grab them if they're crouching. Instead, you'll do an elbow drop, and if you land that hit, you'll be able to follow up with the combo. You can easily trap opponents in the corner with a roll loop, as it's difficult to escape as Guy can grab opponents out of reversal special moves, even the X versions. The timing and height of the roll is crucial in order to pull off the loop. I have a feeling this move will be nerfed in the future as it can seem overpowered at times. To do the X version of the roll, you need to do a Shoryuken motion plus SP. The Shoryuken motion is right, sliding down, then slide back up right, making sure you don't slide your thumb up off that curve motion you're drawing out, otherwise it won't come out. An easier version is to hold down right, then slide down right again, then you tap SP. I would recommend this version as it's easier and it saves you time. The X version comes in handy when you're full screen and want to catch the opponent off guard or punish a full screen fireball, as the regular version won't work. You can cancel the roll into an elbow drop by tapping P or SP, This is a good tool for movement and closing distance, and also for baiting a reaction from the opponent. Our next move is Kaiten Izuna Otoshi, which is an air-to-air command grab. To do this, you jump and do a forward quarter circle motion plus P. To do an instant air grab, you do a forward quarter circle motion and slide your thumb up to upright, and as soon as guy jumps, you tap P. The first variation is good for catching a peak height jump, and the second version is good for catching empty jump-ins or jumping upon wake up if anticipated. The X version deals more damage and is done with the same motion, however you tap SP instead of P. Up next is Bushin Senpukyaku, aka spinning kick or Tatsu. To do a spinning kick, you do a backwards quarter circle motion plus K. This special is sometimes good as an anti-air, combo ender, or to break through a focus attack as it's a 3-hitter. It also goes through fireballs and can punish your opponent's normals if they whiff. It's not good as a reversal on wake up as guy can be thrown out of it or command grabbed. The X version is done by doing a backwards Shoryuken motion. This version is great as a reversal option upon wake up or to get an opponent off of you and create some distance. It's also good as an anti-air and beating an opponent's super or ultra. Guy's final special move is his run. This is Guy's most important pressure tool as there are 4 ways to follow up from a run and 2 of them are for keeping pressure on your opponent. To do a run, you must do a forward quarter circle motion plus K. After the run, you have 4 options. The first one is to run and let Guy stop on his own when he reaches the opponent. This is only good after doing certain knockdowns, but in general it's not smart to run into your opponent as you'll be punished, but it happens on accident sometimes. Your second option is a sudden stop. To do this, you run and tap P. This will cause Guy to stop, and this is good for baiting a reaction from your opponent. Your third option is the shadow kick, which is a sliding kick into a knockdown. This is good as a combo ender or to catch your opponent blocking high if they don't guess correctly. This can be punished on block, but the shadow kick can be FADC'd backwards to avoid being punished, or forward on block to keep the pressure going if your opponent does nothing after the dash cancel. The final option to run is the overhead kick, and this is done by tapping SP after run. This will break through a crouching guard and is a 2-hitter which will beat a focus attack. The X version of Run has armor that's able to absorb 2 hits, which makes it great for going through X fireballs and other attacks. By now I think you know how Super and Ultra work. To perform either, you can simply tap the Super or Ultra buttons. If you like making things harder for yourself, you can also do them manually if you like. To do Guy's Super manually, you must do 2 forward quarter circle motions plus P. For Ultra, it's the same motion plus SP. Guy's Super is good as an anti-air as it propels him diagonally into the air. His Ultra is good for catching your opponent pressing buttons or punishing a jumping attack. However, you can be baited with an empty jump. It can also be used as a random last ditch effort or as a noobish option upon wake up. Alright, that's it for this tutorial. I'm gonna wrap it up by ending with all the useful combos and setups I could think of. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit that like and subscribe and leave me some comments below. Peace out.
Make myself about the boss in the floor. Either way you put it, nigga, I'm good. Triple salute, niggas straight out there. Make a soda water splash on scales. I right at my pot in my lip. Lean it all the way over to the side. Now with me